Hi guys, I'm Sadie. Today we're taking a look at a game called Distrust. Distrust is a horror survival strategy game with procedurally generated levels that you have to work your way through in order to escape from an alien creature or an alien presence on an Arctic base. And if you sleep, they grow stronger and come after you. But if you don't sleep, you get paranoid and crazy. If that sounds like a familiar premise, it's because this game was heavily inspired by John Carpenter's The Thing, which is a seminal piece of horror film history. It's a movie that came out in, I'm going to say 1980, so definitely classic vanguard horror and certainly worth watching. I know you've seen scenes that have been recreated in other movies or even scenes straight out of John Carpenter's Thing in top 10 countdowns, best, creature animations or scariest scenes or whatever. Certainly worth going back and watching. I know it's sort of the old style horror. It's got very similar cinematography to the original Alien. And if that's not your thing, I get it. Thing. But give it a chance. I know there was a remake that came out a couple years ago, and I think there was actually an original before John Carpenter. I think there was The Thing in like 1960. That's even worth giving a look because that would be early American horror cinema, and they're pretty cheesy and fun, and the women with their hands over their mouths screaming, oh, yes. Anyway, this game really caught my eye because of its influence from, old school horror. And I love old school horror, even though I'm a big wuss and I watch movies between my fingers. I did play a little bit to make sure that the game worked correctly. I do want to take a quick trip into the options. I like to do that on the first episode of any game that I play, just to share with you what to expect with how to control the game, so that if you have problems with your hands, problems with mobility, or you have one hand like I do, you know what you're getting yourself into. I always find it helpful when people go through this stuff and give me a heads up, so I like to do that for you guys too. I am in 2K resolution. This stuff is pretty straightforward, although this does go up all the way to 4K. I'm in windowed mode, but it does do full screen. I like windowed because I get a little, motion sick sometimes. Depends on the game. Anyway, and then the key bindings, they're very straightforward. These are all editable. Thank you, game developer, for letting us change the keys if we want to. It looks like you can have two sets of keys. For example, we have up arrow and W do the same thing. I'm not sure why you would have two sets of controls, but whatever. This is a mouse and keyboard game. It's pretty standard fare, except in this case, the WASD keys don't move you, they move the camera. And the Q and the E don't like strafe or whatever, they slide the camera, they rotate the camera. The mouse is used for pretty much everything else. I mean, you can point and click your way through almost all of this. And since these are editable, you could change this to suit your gaming style. If you're right-hand oriented, left-hand oriented, you have minimal movement, whatever. This is pretty simple stuff. This is pretty easy. And so I've mapped, I'll bring this in. You guys, if you're familiar with me, you've probably seen this before. This is my Razer Naga 2014 Lefty. This is my mouse. This is the Razer Synapse that you use to set up their stuff. And you can see that I have right and left click, right hand oriented, even though I am a lefty. I was trained on right hand mice, and I believe that this button, the furthest to the right, should always be the right click. Makes sense in my head, even though it means my index finger is hitting right click, where you guys, it's different for all y'all 88% who are righties, whatever. My C key, my tab key, just a couple of the keys. I do have doubled up here. Tab does switch between characters infinitely on a loop. 1 and 2, you can pick which character. I tend to double up on things like that because I will freak out and I'll hit the wrong key, or I can't find, where did I put it? Oh my God, what did I do? So I went ahead and doubled up. They give me the option to anyway. I can pick 1, I can pick 2, I can pick tab. There is an option for a third character. We do not have him when we first launch the game. We only have a party of 2. Here are the camera controls. I figured it would be easier for me to just have them on the side of the mouse and run them with my thumb rather than trying to do something weird spanning across a mouse and a keyboard. That would be very silly. So, but again, very straightforward, not a lot of buttons to worry about. The other things like, here, we'll get this out of here. The other things like your inventory and your map, you can point and click and hit those. You don't actually have to map or hit M or hit I. So they'll be on the screen and you can just go click it. It's very easy. This is probably one of the easiest mouse and keyboard setups that I've come across, probably because the camera can be dragged around to some extent and everything's basically point and click beyond that. So we're going to go ahead and get in. I did, like I said, I launched this. I looked at it. I was, does this look good? Does it record well? Whatever. And I did learn something because I almost killed my first 2 dudes. Well, one's a chick. And you have to move pretty quickly. And you do, at least in the beginning, I don't know much beyond that. You do have to separate and start, how do you say that? Like synchronously, asynchronously, I don't know, whatever. You have to control them separately and, send her to here or him to there, whatever, because otherwise you're going to run out of stamina, I guess. Maybe food too, but I'll show you when we get in there. There was a quick little cutscene right before this screen came up, and all it was a little bit of backstory. It showed a team of explorers on a helicopter and a little bit of talking about, oh, there's an anomaly, there's an alien, there's something going on, we need to get up there. And then the helicopter crashed. We will see right from that moment when we go in. So we're going to pick new game. It's going to destroy my save game, I don't mind. I'm going to pick adventure difficulty. This gives us a good balance between challenge and ease of play. It's a good mode for beginners. I would consider myself a beginner. Some achievements are not available and you can only unlock 2 characters at a time. In trial mode, or 2 characters period, I don't know. Trial mode is more difficult. It's for the courageous of heart only. This mode does not forgive mistakes, but it does offer the most enjoyment. You can earn all the achievements, you can unlock all the characters, and it has a secret ending. We might, if you guys enjoy this, and because the levels are procedurally generated, it's a different game every time anyway, we might come back once we've played here and do the more difficult and see about the other characters, because every character has its own pros and cons, its own little perks, and its own little abilities. I will quickly go through these. This is Olaf Haraldsson. Olaf is the head of housekeeping, which makes him the most important person on the base. Without him, life in the Arctic world would be unbearable. He has 15 years' experience in his line of work and can operate a variety of mechanisms with his eyes closed. His perk is Expert Polar Explorer. This character needs fewer planks to kindle a furnace, and generators will work longer when he fuels them. So this makes your planks and your gas and your coal more effective, more efficient, and preserves some of it. And these are finite resources. I find that very helpful. I'm going to put him there. And he does have some stats. He has 2 pips for cold resistance, 1 for his general walking speed, and 2 for his running speed. That seems reasonable. He comes with a gas can that has enough fuel in it to fill 3 generators, so that's awesome. And then we have Irma Dillinger. A successful polar expedition requires different kinds of experts. Irma is a psychologist. Her training allows her to remain relaxed and focused in the most critical situations. Irma loves to be in great physical shape. Moreover, she prefers to eat light and can suppress the feeling of hunger for a long time. She doesn't come preloaded with any goodies, but her perk is modest rations. This character grows hungry more slowly and requires less food for full recovery. So again, here's a finite resource, food, that she is more efficient with. And her stats are similar, however, so she has 2 pips in cold, but she has a slightly faster walking speed than our buddy Olaf. She has 2 pips in walking and 2 in running. So, and then the last guy that we currently have available, because as you can see, you need to get certain achievements and certain achievements in the trial mode to unlock some of these, and you cannot unlock this third slot for a third explorer in your party until you've done a specific achievement in trial mode as well. So this is the last guy we do currently have available. His name is James Abrams. He does not come with anything in his inventory. James comes from a long line of polar explorers. His grandfather was among the first to conquer the Arctic during his expeditions to the land of icy terror. That sounds like a headline on like a subtitle on a movie in like 1958, like the Arctic, the land of icy terror, all in a world. An experienced explorer, James has managed dozens of expeditions and learned to adapt to even the most extreme conditions. He has a strong body and can sustain himself in extremely low temperatures. So as you can see, he has 3 full pips in cold resistance, which means he's not going to get cold very quickly, which seems like it might be a good idea because this is not a finite resource. You are battling the cold, paranoia, and monsters. So to have one of those things, just like with her, hunger is not as bad, or with him, a certain subset of resources are more effective. This guy doesn't get cold as quickly as 3 full pips, but he only has 1 walking speed and 1 running speed, which means he's slow AF. Frost resistance is his perk. This character can easily tolerate low temperatures, especially while wearing a jacket. So I would prefer her because this takes care of several finite resources, having the 2 of them on a single team. She doesn't eat very much. She heals more quickly if she eats just a little. And he uses far less fuel for any type of, generator or furnace or whatever. So we're going to do that. We're going to have Irma and Olaf, and we're going to start. Remove the negative effects a character in a coma is experiencing to buy him or her some more time. You can find pills in the medical facility. If a building isn't warming up, make sure its windows and doors are closed. If you see vapor around a window or a door, it would be letting out heat. Please click to continue. Unless you're in Arizona, in which case if you see vapors around a window, you're letting out the air conditioning. Click to continue. So, somehow I lived. Now I should find another helicopter and get out of here. And you can see we've crash landed. We can't do anything with that, but here is our map, and we want to get out of the cold as quickly as possible. So we're going to go to the first green door that we find, and we're going to follow her over there. Come on, buddy. The green doors are unlocked. The red doors are locked. We need to either find lockpicks or we need to find a ring of keys in order to get, or bust down the door. And we can talk about that quickly while these guys get in this building here. So they're in and they're warming back up. And as you can see, there were green arrows that put his warmth back to full. There's a little red arrow for his stamina. He's slowly losing stamina. And there's a little red arrow for his satiety. He is slowly currently losing his food fullness. Satiety, you are sated after you eat. And you can see there's a little bit here. It says warmth. The chilly character can catch a cold, keep indoors warm, and give the character a jacket to wear. You also, as it was saying, need to make sure that windows are indeed closed. And that doors, which brings us to our next point, if you find a door that is locked. Here, let's pause this real quick and we'll look at the map again. If you find a door that is locked, you have 3 options to deal with it. You can bust it down, you can use a lockpick if you have one, or you can use this ring of keys that's an item you have to find while you're out searching the world. If you bust it down, that's the fastest way to get in, but it ruins the door, and so the building is no longer heat safe or cold safe, whatever. If you use a lockpick, that's sort of the happy medium, but it uses up a resource, lockpicks, that you have to find in the world. And it takes a moderate amount of time and doesn't damage the door, of course. If you use the ring of keys, it takes the longest, but it does the least damage to the door. And once you've unlocked something, it's always unlocked, and you can close it again, and you're heat proof or you're cold proof or whatever, however you want to say that. I live in Arizona. We don't have cold here. What is that? So anyway, that sort of discusses that and windows, so now you understand like why go directly for the green doors first? Well, because you don't want to be busting things down if you need to get in from the cold somewhere. His stamina, it says, a tired character loses health points. Have a character sleep in order to restore his or her health. Now, during my quick little test, I did let them go with no stamina, and they started taking damage, and they started acquiring negative personality traits and little quirks. One of them kept quoting Shakespeare, mostly Hamlet, and the other one was so paranoid that she was hallucinating, and her partner looked like a monster, and she had like vertigo, and everything was all bent out of shape, and she had color blindness, so her entire view when you switched to her was completely in like this staticky black and white. It was very interesting. I don't know that color blindness is actually accurate description for what she was doing. It was just another hallucination. I would say she was having like layers of hallucinations. And eventually they had so many compounded little negative quirks, and they had taken so much damage simply from not being able to sleep that they fell over on the floor into a coma, and then they died. So obviously you want to find places to rest. I do not believe that there is any place to rest on this first level. I didn't find any place in my procedurally generated first level. We'll look around while we're wandering through this one, but again, I'm going to treat this like a madcap dash for the next door to go to the next level, and not bother really looking around. I'm going to split these guys up, and they're going to run around different buildings, and they're going to collect as much rummagey goodness that they possibly can. I would also suggest that you guys maybe treat the first level like that too, if you're not sure how to approach it. I don't know beyond that. That's something that you and me, we're going to have to discover together. The problem with finding places to sleep is that then you strike that balance. You have to manage or maintain that balance between they have enough stamina to go on and they're not going crazy and they're not hallucinating, but you're not sleeping so much that the bad guys come, because when you sleep, the bad guys come. Scary. It's like Freddy Krueger. So that's stamina, and then of course, satiety. A hungry character loses health points. Feed your character something to restore his or her health. Well, that makes sense. So while we're sitting here, I'm going to split them up already, and I'm going to send one of them over here. I'm going to send him over here. Where is the door to this place? It's right there. And then you can switch easily back and forth between them. She's just going to jam through here and rummage everything that she possibly can. You can see their current activity. Even if I switch to him, that little circle down there still shows what she's doing. Oh, there's a bed there. Oh, you make a liar out of me. He's going to get coal. She found something. What did that say? Those creatures are man-eaters. People are going to sleep and never waking up. We're trying to stay awake. I hope it keeps us safe. Okay, girl. He's grabbing coal. You can see the furnace and the generator are both on in here. She grabs like a bandage or something. She's just going to rummage her happy butt all through there. He's going to rummage that cabinet. She found cigarettes. No. Go on in here. You can spin the camera. And she can look through that. And he can look through that. And then maybe that. Oh, that's another document. Oh, cool. Okay, would you find a lockpick? Oh. What luck. These must be the keys that unlock the doors to the base, but which key goes to which door? So cool. We have already found our set of keys. Go on, girl. Anything rummageable? I need to hurry up. No? Go in there. What is he doing now? Go over there. We couldn't wait for you. The anomalies are out of control. Mitch and I left instructions for how to fight them in the next medical unit. They are the result of careful observations, so follow them to the letter. Alas, this is the end for me. I am going to sleep, never to wake up. Wow, that's a bummer. Okay, so that's all that was in here. I am going to quickly send him. He has keys, so we're going to go here and we're going to unlock that door using the keys. She's going to grab this coal. And then by the time she gets the coal, he should be finished unlocking that door. I would hope. Maybe not. Because she's going to need the keys. See, they have shared inventory, as you can see. Oh, give him the jacket. He's getting cold. They have shared inventory. But if somebody's using something and you only have one, only one person can be using it. The magic of video games, while it does allow them to remotely share one thing, not at the same time. There's got to be limits, guys. Come on. So she's finished getting that coal. Oh, there's a switch here. Oh, that's weird. Let's do that. What does that do? I have no idea what that did. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, she needs to unlock that door too. And this one. Okay, hurry up, homie. Get in there and go through the refrigerator. That's perfect. Unlock this door. Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh, he found food. That's nice. Go over here, because I don't think there's anything else in that first room. Oh, go through that refrigerator. Oh, there's a cooker here too. That's helpful, because then raw food, like you can eat it, but there is some risk of it being like spoiled. Like you can find cans of instant soup, and it doesn't satiate your hunger as much as if it were cooked, which makes sense. Go through the deep freeze. Oh, she found another jacket. So go ahead and put that on. Okay. And then where was that other door? Right here. So go unlock that door. He's gonna go in here. Ew, that meat does not look gummy. I say yummy, not gummy. Oh, and she's using the locks, the keys. So he's gonna cook some stuff real quick while she finishes going through that. Oh, and she's got a little night table right there. I can't believe there are beds on this level. You make such a big liar out of me, game. The first time I played, there were absolutely no places. There were like maybe... Oh, there's lockers over there. There are lockers over there. The first time I played through, there were absolutely... While making coffee, you have a feeling of deja vu, as if you've lived this moment before or maybe dreamt it. You feel like something bad is about to happen. That's ridiculous. Let me just make coffee. Uh-oh. Great news, you stayed calm and made 2 pots of coffee instead of just 1. Oh, that's cool. That looks like soup. You've unlocked Mary Stone, a new character. Oh, that's groovy. Go through this nightstand, please. My first playthrough, as I started to say, when I was just, checking the game and making sure everything was all good. Did we read that? Was, there were like chairs, like this chair here, but there were absolutely no places to sleep. No place to sit down, nothing. Oh my. The most frequent emergency on polar expeditions is food poisoning. Absorbing pills are essential in these cases. Cuts happen less often, and medical units always have bandages on hand. For frostbite and colds, use the first aid kits, which contain components specifically made to remedy these problems. For emergencies, the base contains pre-measured doses of adrenaline for intracardial injection. If someone is in a coma, adrenaline will resuscitate him or her so you can safely bring them to the hospital. Well, that's groovy. And much enlightenment was had. Go do these lockers right here. Are you going? Yes. And then she's going to leave this place. He is finished cooking. He's going to open this door. Right. Oh, this building is huge. You can zoom in just a little. I don't know if we want to look at the meat that got. Green meat, yuck. But it's good to know there's a cooker here. That's the front door. Okay, so he's unlocking that. What is she doing? She's finished. So let's run her here. Go, girl. And as you can see, all of our remaining buildings are unlocked, and the building we unlocked is still unlocked. How you doing? Run, girl, run. We might come back and give a little bitty rest before we leave this level, because as you can see, their stamina is not that great right now. Okay, she's running. We might just a little rest. Is there anything in here? No. How about here? Get in there, girl. Oh, this looks like medical stuff or tooly stuff. That's awesome. Okay, the furnace is lit. The generator is on. Is there anything here that's meat? No. Their fridge has already been rummaged. Okay, we might go back and rest for just a moment after we finish these buildings. Our exit is down there anyway. It's right there. So we could give a little bit of rest and then run for the exit once we have all of our whatever it is that we need. Okay, she's finished with that. Now do that. Have we found anything like awesome? How's their satiety? It's not that bad. Their stamina's getting pretty low. What is this? Insulating tape. A multi-purpose tape for making repairs. Spoiled food. Ew. Okay. He's running. She found something. Medical. Oh. That's a crafting station. You need these 3 things and we don't have enough, I guess. I don't know. Do we have enough? No, don't go outside, stupid. Alright, go over here. Oh, small first aid cabinet. I didn't see that one. How's he doing? Okay, so he's in here. Gas can in the debris. She's finished doing that. He got the gas can. The furnace is lit. It's lit, fam. I'll go home. She's going to go through that toolbox. He's going to go through these shelves. So this is a lot of just jumping back and forth. She's going to go through that. He's going to go to the next room. Is there anything in here? Closed window. Cabinet. Oh, there's a saw on the table. Oh, cool. I like saws. If you find a saw and you go through a crate, then you can cut the crate up and you get planks for it. There's a cabinet here. What's this say? Anomalous phenomena classification. Antimatter sphere. If it's antimatter, does it mean it doesn't matter? This creature of alien origin resembles a flying black hole. Oh, that is terrifying. It levitates and performs quick, chaotic movements. It also feeds on thermal energy and recoils from a bright light. During our experiments, we learned that the sphere can cool down a hot stove in seconds. The sphere generates radiation that causes rapid fatigue. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, they have flashlights. So shine a light on it. Don't take it near any ferni. And get the heck away from it if it comes near you, because it's going to drain your stamina stuff. Okay, sounds good. Page was torn out of something. I'm sure there's more. We should find more pages. More pages. Oh, we don't have more pages. Go rummaging. What's he doing? Go rummaging. Oh, there's a desk. We haven't been able to determine what brings about the materialization of the anomalous objects. However, Dr. Ishimura proposed a compelling hypothesis. According to his data, the materialization occurs in the presence of high concentrations of delta waves that are produced by human brain during deep sleep. Ew. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, she needs to go here. Go, girl. And he, where are you? He needs to finish rummaging this large-ish building. Oh, we're getting all kinds of good stuff. Wonder if we have more food we need to cook. It does not appear to be so, and we don't have a lot of food. I'm gonna give everybody coffee. Oh, he's doing something. So I'm gonna give her coffee, and then when he's finished doing, oh, I got an axe. Wait, wrong. He's gonna have a bit of coffee. Thank you. And then he's gonna also, oh, she is, girl, why are you out in the middle of nowhere? Go over here. And then get in the house. Good. Is there anything here? No. Okay. Go. I need to, okay, you go ahead and loot that while he goes ahead and does this. Did he get that saw? Oh, tools. We want to look at tools. Yes, we have a hatchet, a saw, and 2 lockpicks right now. So if we loot any more boxes, we should be able to... Oh, she found good stuff. Oh, a crowbar. You unlocked a new character, Casper Jackson. Is there anything else to loot in here? Yes, right there. And you over there. We're getting all the good stuff. And we're trying to be efficient. Go, girl. And some of these, if you loot a crate, like I was trying to say, it'll let you... Here's one. And then it'll say, break it down into planks. Go to the nightstand. Oh, you got a hammer. Damn, I'm cut. I need bandages to stop the bleeding. You dummy. What'd you do out of fur? What is that? Grindstone. Dirty bandage. Sterile bandage. You know what? Just... Oh, he doesn't want that? Oh, he wants that. Yeah, he wants that. He's probably gonna get sick. No. Here. Oh, she found another one just now anyway. That's good. Oh, lockpick. And then, see? You can saw it or hatchet it. Let's do saw. I don't know what the difference is. Or if there really is any difference. Let's see. We need to go through that door. She's got the lockpicks. I'm hoping that door for him is not locked. I have found a lot of interior doors are locked. But this one does not appear to be. Step ladder in among the clutter. Shovel in the debris. Cool. This is all very handy stuff. She got that door open and can go through the medical supplies. Perfect. He can go in this last room. Get the bag of trash. She got another bandage. Who is laughing? Is there someone there? You hear someone giggling in a mocking tone, but you don't see anything unusual. Is your mind playing tricks on you? This is no joke. Concentrate and stay alert. Oh. Thanks to your laser-sharp focus, you notice something behind the cabinet. You look closer and see a cup of coffee. Great find. Oh, cool. Okay, what are you doing? Go through the sacks. Go through the cabinet. Oh, there is another door here. Oh, did we not go through that nightstand? Go through it before we continue. Go through those sacks. We have one more room. Yeah, one more room. Okay. Cigarettes. That's weird. No. Go in here. Furnace and a generator. Go in here. Is there seriously nothing? Alright. Where can she go? We've searched everything. I don't know what that lever is about. I'm gonna go here and get in this room because there's a bed here. There's a bed and a couch. Although I don't know how wise it would be to let them both sleep at the same time. So we're probably not going to do that. Here, go in this room. This is his last room. There's a little bag of trash, and I think that's it. I don't think we have any new food that we need to cook. Let me look real quick. Let me make sure. No. But we could give him the vegetables. Okay. And then as soon as he's at that, we're going to take him over here. And we're going to go and maybe have a quick lay down. Go. So he's running. I'm afraid if she sleeps while she's by herself, bad things will happen. So I don't really want to do that. That generator is almost out of fuel, but I think we might have enough if we're quick about it. I just want to do a little sleepy sleeps. Come on, buddy. Run your butt. I wish I knew what that lever was for. That one that we hit before? I don't know what it did. Run. As soon as he gets in here, we're going to have a quick sleepies, and then we will see about going to that gate. Oh. Why are you doing that? I don't really like that. I wonder how long I can go for. Okay, that's enough. That is definitely enough of that. I wonder if she can sleep for a little bit. Oh gosh, they appear right away too. Hurry. I don't want to attract something hateful and awful. I just want to get a little sleepy sleeps. Come on. Just enough. Okay. Let him go for just a little bit longer. Oh, the light went out. I'm just gonna turn in circles. I really... Oh no. Get up, homie. Get up. Okay. In the next episode, we'll make a run for the door. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.